Welcome, everyone. I'm Damon Bruce, and this is the NBA on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's going to be the Charlotte Bobcats up against Ryan Anderson and the New Orleans Hornets. And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew. I'll see you at the half.
And the players doing a little talking here before tip-off. It's all in good fun right now. It's interconference time for these Bobcats as they hope to pick up a win here on the road. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. So the Bobcats starting five. Biyombo and Hayward, a lot of length up front. On the perimeter, it's Henderson and Kid Gilchrist. And it's Sessions in at the one spot. And for the Hornets, Gordon the off guard with Aminu at the three. Ryan Anderson is at the four with Anthony Davis at the five. And it's Smoove in at the point.
You know, anytime you're going to try to compare the strength of the conferences, I think you need to look at the bottom. And the Hornets were at the bottom of the West, but still fared pretty well against the East.
I like that method. That's a pretty good recipe. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Pass to Davis. Shoots over Haywood. And Davis can't get it to go. Going back. What you said, the Hornets finished with 21 wins last year, right? And 7 of them came against Eastern foes.
1/3.
Yeah, there's something there, Steve.
Well, I think more than anything, it just tells you that the East wasn't very good. I mean, to be honest, they went 7-11 against Eastern Conference foes and 21 wins overall. So this was a bad Hornets team faring decently against a bad conference.
And here are the Hornets now. Gordon goes in. Pass to Smoove. And there's the feed to Aminu. Fires from the line. No good. Now Charlotte takes it the other way.
You know, guys, you look at Al-Farouq Aminu, and a top 10 pick back in 2008, one of the young players traded away for Chris Paul. I think he's a terrific athlete, but still working to develop his all-around skills. But he's got tremendous upside, I think.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I briefly spoke with Mike Dunlap. He said that one of the challenges they're very conscious of in this matchup is scoring despite the shot blocking. He said, you know jumpers like to jump, so we've got to show them some pump fakes, get them up in the air, and that should allow us to get to the line or create easier looks inside. Kevin, we'll see how it works.
Thank you, Doris, and quite a focus for the game here early on, and an important one too, guys.
Yeah, and they know how tough a task it's going to be to take on this defense. They've got to focus on that aspect right away.
Well, that's the priority in the scouting report. You face a team this good defensively, you're thinking about how we need to attack. Then it's a matter of executing once you get out there.
And going back to Aminu, Clark, what you love about him is the length and the athleticism, and he can handle the ball. Should be a good defensive player as well because of that frame. I think what he's got to establish is who is he offensively? What position does he play? How's he going to score? What's his game really?
Here's Henderson after Eric Gordon's bucket.
You know, the Bobcats seem to have had some momentum in 2010 when the franchise made its lone playoff appearance, but they seem to have sputtered out after that and now are clearly in full rebuild mode.
And that one falls for Henderson. He hits both from the stripe. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Smoove. Outside Gordon. Three-pointer, and that one's good. Gordon's got 5 points so far. Back to the last and only playoff showing for the Bobcats. They did seem to be a team on the rise that year, but unfortunately, Steve, they just couldn't keep it going.
Well, they couldn't keep the talent together. Remember, they had Tyson Chandler, they had Jared Wallace. They had guys who were pretty highly paid, and they decided to cut back on expenses and kind of retool with some future draft picks. And unfortunately, that's a long process sometimes.
Here's Smoove. Feeds it to Aminu. Over Haywood. They get it back. Davis. Count that one.
Well, you're not going to get a more high-quality look than that. Terrific offensive rebound there.
Sessions dishes to Haywood. He dishes it to Sessions. To the paint. Here's Henderson. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
Here's Smoove. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Dishes it to Aminu. Shoots over Kid Gilchrist. Aminu misses. Bobcats have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And Sessions kicks to Biondo. Powers down the dunk.
Pretty significant laps there on the defensive end, guys.
Yeah, those are the ones, you just can't allow them.
No, if you're giving up dunks and layups defensively, you're in huge trouble.
Gordon with it. 5 points in the game. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Now here's Sessions. Henderson passes to Kid Gilchrist. It's blocked. Here's Smoove. And he drops it in from the low post. The Bobcats with the lead. Now Sessions. And Davis pulls it down.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
He's feeling it here to start the game. That's 3 out of 4 already.
Bobcats have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off.
And Monty Williams, a former first-round pick of Notre Dame, out of Notre Dame, played 9 seasons in the NBA. And I know that playing experience is clearly an asset for a head coach.
Wow, has he caught fire this quarter, shooting the ball with tremendous confidence.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And going back to Coach Monty Williams, Steve, do you think having been a player really helps a coach?
I think so, Kevin. The players automatically respect somebody who has been in their shoes, who understands what the NBA is all about. But that respect will go away if they don't believe in the coach and his work ethic and his intelligence. And the good thing with Monty Williams, not only did he play, but he's a really bright guy who the players will pick up on right away for being really sharp and with it.
Here's Gordon following the score by Charlotte. Pushes up. Can't get it to fall. The Bobcats have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And here's Sessions. He has 6. And then Thomas with the jam.
How about the nice, exquisite timing on that alley-oop? Well done.
Yeah, 2 teammates in total sync right there. You're right, Clark.
Very harmonic.
Oh, man, it was beautiful. The pass was delivered right to the hoop. Set up that jam.
And so here is New Orleans following the score by Charlotte. Now, here's Aminu. D right on him. 6 to shoot. With the drop step. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
3 straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, you'd like to see a little more out of the defense. How about trying, guys?
Now here's Sessions. Kid Gilchrist with it. Over Gordon. Thomas kicks to Mullins. On the mark with the 15-footer.
Smart. He's just using his size advantage to get his shot off.
And a sweet stroke, too, you might add. You know, Byron Mullins only played a year at Ohio State, had been relegated to the end of the bench in Oklahoma City with numerous D-League stints, but he got an opportunity with the Bobcats, and he's showing a nice shooting touch from outside. And as is the case with most big guys, it takes them a little while to find their niche.
And here's Sessions after Eric Gordon hit the three. Good look, and he gets the jumper to drop. Henderson's got 6.
It has been all offense here early.
It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's been an entertaining game as well, guys.
Here's Smoove. Shot denied. And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it. Deflected. Dives for it, but he stays with it. Hornets with the rebound. Davis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Smoove. Henderson defending. Outside Gordon. He kicks it to Anderson. And another 3 for New Orleans. And Clark, that shooting touch you mentioned of Mullins made him a nice fit in the Bobcats' scheme of things. And we know they struggled offensively, but at least now maybe they're moving in the right direction with Mullins.
Well, Mullins was a nice pickup for the Bobcats, and I think it was an important move for him to get down there, get some playing time, get out of Oklahoma City where he was really buried on the bench. So this is a good start for Mullins in his career. We'll see if he can capitalize on the opportunity.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And for the Bobcats, Biombo, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Gordon comes in for Gerald Henderson. And it's Kemba Walker in for Sessions. Now here's Walker. Pass to Thomas. And the basket good. Thomas got his second basket of the game.
They continue to barrel their way inside, and when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of their last 10 coming inside.
Smith dishes to Vasquez. Now here's Lopez. Kicks it to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the elbow. Vasquez, that's good. Vasquez has got his first points in this one. Charlotte trailing.
Well, Kevin, you know, after the Chris Paul trade, you knew it was going to be a tough year for the Hornets, especially with some other injuries they had, and it was. Ended with the worst home record in the Western Conference.
There's the dish to Biombo. Charlotte moving the ball around. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. And the Bobcats lead by 1.
Both these teams really fighting hard here. This is an impressive matchup.
Yeah, not much separation able to be created either way, and I really marvel at the effort being expended by both of these teams.
Here is Vasquez. Passes to Rivers. Shoots over Walker. Rebound by Ben Gordon. Clark, never easy watching a team rebuild and struggle like the Hornets, but they knew they would have to do some of that at some point. And, you know, I guess, Steve, they feel they're going to be okay.
Well, they did the right thing. You know, they revamped, they retooled, and obviously got lucky in the lottery. They were able to draft Anthony Davis. But they've got some nice young pieces now on that team, and it looks to be a franchise on the rise.
Here is Vasquez, following the score by Charlotte. The pass to Rivers. He passes it to Smith. Takes the 3. Can't hit. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far.
Your Hornets.
It's the Bobcats up by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. Bobcats lead by 3.
Man, it's really been a dominant effort on the glass. That's been the key here.
Yeah, they've established nice low post presence, which always tends to help you on the rebounding battle.
Austin Rivers is out there with Vasquez. Then it's Roger Mason. Then there's Jason Smith, and it's Warwick in at the 4-man position. That's the Hornets 5 as we get into the second quarter. The quick pivot move got him the angle. Gordon's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Bobcats. Here's Rivers. Warwick, he's guarded by Thomas. Warwick, the pass to Mason. And the rebound goes to the Bobcats.
This game very well could come down to a few possessions, and if that's the case, rebounding could play large.
Yeah, in a close game like this one, securing the ball is so vital.
Jason Smith.
Well, the Bobcats trying to model themselves after the Oklahoma City Thunder and the way the Thunder rebuilt their franchise after the move from Seattle.
That one is off. Going back to the Charlotte Bobcats with the high pick they had in the draft, that's a big step if they're going to try to follow the Thunder's model, because the Thunder, as you know, Clark, they've had incredible success with top 5 picks. Durant, Westbrook, Harden. I mean, they've hit on all of them. They've been incredibly successful. The Bobcats hopefully will follow from their point of view in that same way.
Home runs across the board, Kevin. You're right. It'll take some time for Charlotte to get to that level, but hopefully they will be able to.
And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Haywood in the post, covered by Smith. Haywood, no good. The Hornets trail by 4. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, Michael Kidd Gilchrist, the youngest rookie in the 2012 class. But despite his age, he's seen as a winner and a natural leader. He certainly took on that role as a freshman last season in leading Kentucky to a national title. MKG said, I just want to win the game. And whatever it takes, I'm going to do it. I'm ready to lead. I've always been that way. Kevin, what a steal.
Yeah, an NBA body from day one. Thank you, Doris.
And guys, on this team, that leadership of his is certain to help. I mean, I think he's the perfect fit.
And so here is New Orleans. The Bobcats making the shot. Here's Smoove. He feeds it to Gordon. And there's the 3-second violation. Both teams deciding to change it up. Bobcats leading by 4. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. The feed to Mullins. Open look. And then Biombo with the dunk.
He spoke loud on making a statement that play.
That was brute force, battling for the offensive board, then taking it right back up there.
That's just all about strength and energy, guys.
Here is Vasquez. And the shot is good. Vasquez has got his second basket.
That's where you like to get shots, inside and close to the hoop.
Grievous Vasquez, the first Venezuelan player ever drafted into the NBA, late first-round pick out of the University of Maryland.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Feeds to Mullins. Again, Mullins missing. The Hornets trail by 4. Rivers dishes to Vasquez. He dishes it to Rivers. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Henry with it. He's picked up by Walker. Henry passes to Rivers. Free throw line jump shot, and he knocks down the jumper. And Vasquez, a feisty combo guard, and Steve, we saw it in college. Great passion for the game.
Yeah, he loves to play, Kevin. He comes out with a ton of energy. And what I like about him is he's got great size for a point guard, almost 6'6", and a real playmaker, a guy who thinks pass before shot.
Here's Kid Gilchrist after Austin Rivers score. Shot clock at 6. Trying his luck deep, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Now here is Davis. Dishes to Anderson. He kicks to Rivers. Buries it from 3-point range. Rivers has got 5 now.
And that's his first 3-pointer, so maybe that one will get him started.
Now here's Sessions. He's guarded closely. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Mullins. Kicks it to Walker. over Rivers. Walker's shot is off. The Hornets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Rivers kicks to Vasquez. Up top, Rivers. He has 5. Davis. And the rebound goes to the Bobcats. The dish to Kid Gilchrist. Dunked hard with one hand. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
How about the adjustment that Kemba Walker had to make last year, guys? Went from winning a national championship at UConn, where he was the NCAA tournament's most outstanding player, to all of a sudden playing for the Bobcats, one of the worst teams in the league.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Lopez comes in for Davis, and it's Jason Smith in for Ryan Anderson. And then for Charlotte, Tyrus Thomas is checked in for Byron Mullins, and Ben Gordon is subbed in for Kemba Walker. The Bobcats making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Here is Vasquez. Passes it to Henry. Down low. From 12 feet out. And Lopez gets it to go. And the Hornets lead by 1. And Kemba Walker, a great scorer. Considered a leader, a winner. And Clark, do you see him as a true point guard, or maybe more of a combo guard?
I see him as more of a combo guard right now, quite honestly, Kevin. I love his enthusiasm, his effervescence, his leadership qualities, his personality. And he got beat down a bit with that tough season in Charlotte, but his spirit is still strong, and he's got to get stronger physically as well. But I think he's got a chance to be a dynamic and impactful player for a long time.
Here's Rivers. A shot, no good. Bobcats have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Walker dishes to Sessions. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here is Vasquez. He's guarded by Thomas. Vasquez, that's good.
Great adjustment to avoid the D. That's hard to stop.
Charlotte trailing.
There are any number of ways that you could measure the futility of the Bobcats last year. One of them is how they matched up against the Western Conference. A 2-16 record for them there.
Now here's Sessions.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Here's Lopez. No good. And the Bobcats going the other way now. The problem with the Bobcats in the West is that there are so many good post players in the Western Conference, and see, the Bobcats just were overpowered.
Yeah, they were basically overwhelmed at every position, Kevin, but on the front line in particular. And look, they knew it was going to be a long year, and hopefully better days are ahead. They've got to continue to build that talent base.
Now here's Rivers. He has 5. Lopez kicks to Rivers from the high post, and it's Smith missing.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Here's Sessions to the middle. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Smith with a screen on Gordon. Here's Henry, and he's on the money with his first shot today. And the Hornets lead by 3.
Now they've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Steven, that's the top priority for any team. You got to protect the paint.
Bobcats call time here.
You know, you look at the Hornets, and it's still a relatively new franchise. Originally in Charlotte, that's where the team started. They've only been in the league since 1988, Kevin, and they've had a lot of success in a relatively brief tenure.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And then for Charlotte, Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Tyrus Thomas. And it's Henderson for Kemba Walker. He trains the quick shot. Henderson's got 8. Back to the Hornets since their formation, 1988, as you said, Clark. They've only missed out on the playoffs 12 times. That includes the first 4 years when they were just an expansion team trying to get their legs under them. So, Steve, not that bad a history.
No, not bad. I mean, that's one of the better stories you can hope for if you're an expansion team. I mean, they really were amazing in Charlotte with their attendance, their appeal to that community, and now trying to build up a franchise in New Orleans with a young star in Anthony Davis.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Kevin, a tough 2011-12 season for the Charlotte Bobcats. Their 7-win, 59-loss record was the worst by percentage in NBA history. And despite the punishing outcome, they did luck into the #1 pick in the draft, Anthony Davis, taking his teammate Michael Kidd Gilchrist out of Kentucky, 2nd overall. And incidentally, guys, that's the first time in NBA history that 2 college teammates were taken with the first 2 picks in the draft. But for Charlotte, they're certainly looking to turn things around as quickly as possible.
Well, as they say, nowhere to go but up. Hopefully they can turn the corner. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. The Hornets pull it in. Aminu's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Eric Gordon on the wing. He passes to Warwick. The pass to Aminu. Over Gordon. Another one falls for New Orleans. Bobcats trailed by 4. Now Sessions. 6 points for him. Sessions gets a screen from Kidd Gilchrist. Charlotte moving the ball around. And here is Mason. Leads him in there. Warwick.
Well, Warwick may not have the most intimidating build, but he's absolutely fearless when it comes to dunking. And he's got such explosive leaping ability. He catches the ball on the run to the basket. You got to look out.
Yeah, Warwick can leap it. He is still a slender guy, but you know what? He can just fly over someone if they give him a chance to take a step at the rim. Free throw good, Warwick.
Well, the Bobcats knew that they were beginning a full rebuilding model last season, and they've tried to load up on their young talent, but there are some growing pains, no question about it. Last year was an extremely difficult one for Charlotte.
The Hornets making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, they've increased their trips to the line this quarter.
Yeah, getting free throws, I mean, a great way to slow the game down, get your defense set up, and find easy points.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Sessions with it. He's got 6. 5 on the clock. Here's Mullins from down in the low post. It goes.
And defensively, you've got to try to keep the ball on the perimeter.
Yeah, he's not going to miss those, not often anyway. The defense has to muscle up and deny him that position to have a chance.
Releases. He drained the shot right at the buzzer.
Cold-blooded. I mean, that's a big-time clutch bucket.
That is a prime-time play, guys. He got himself squared up and knocked down the shot, no problem.
And the first half ends in a close one. Hornets ahead, leading by just 2. From the New Orleans Arena, back in a moment.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
NBA basketball on a Saturday night. Oh, the perfect weekend activity. Family friendly and a whole bunch of fun. Let's check out the action. The New Orleans Hornets have the lead against Charlotte. They're scoring with confidence, shooting with an excellent percentage. Eric Gordon's been doing his thing. He's got 10 points and some nice plays offensively, getting the assists going. And Charlotte also looking good in the first half. This is a disciplined team, and when it comes to boxing out, controlling the backboard with fundamental play, we've seen it so far. Ramon Sessions coming up big. He's got 6 points and is up to his usual tricks, dropping a lot of dimes all over the court. And now we'll send you back to New Orleans Arena for the start of the second half.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Well, Eric Gordon has been getting it done. He's got 10 points, and he's drained 2 bombs from beyond the arc.
Which is something they need, Clark. It really improves their versatility when he's knocking down the 3-ball.
On the court right now for the Bobcats, Kid Gilchrist and Biombo at the forward spots. Sessions out there with Henderson, and it's Haywood in at center. Now here's Sessions. There's the pick. Top of the key. Kept alive. Here's Henderson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. New Orleans in the lead. He feeds it to Gordon. Shoots over Kid Gilchrist. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got the first bucket of the third here for the Hornets.
You know, one of the big breakout stories from last season was Ryan Anderson making a big splash on the NBA landscape. He'll get to be part of a youth movement now in New Orleans as he joined them in the summer.
And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Outside Gordon. The Bobcats pull it in. Haywood's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, going back to Anderson, I think the move made a lot of sense for New Orleans to pick him up. You've got a dominant player in Anthony Davis, or a potentially dominant one down the road. And you always have to free up space for guys like that in the lane. Ryan Anderson, the best shooting big man in the NBA, so he'll give that floor spacing that Davis will need. And it's going to be fun to watch these two play together.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 12. They set the pick. Here's Smoove. And the 3 off target.
Couldn't convert, but nice little 2-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Now here's Sessions. 6 points for him. Henderson. Defended by Gordon. And that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got 10 points in the game.
Good work turning that into an easy 2-point. He can attack the rim as well as anybody.
Time called here. The Hornets decide to talk it over. The feed to Aminu. Shoots over Henderson. Aminu with the bucket. He has 6. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Sessions. Now Kid Gilchrist. Here's Haywood. And he lays it straight in.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
Bobcats shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Well, they were 75% free throw shooting a season ago.
Haywood no good on the free throw.
Michael Kidd Gilchrist, member of that national championship winning Kentucky Wildcat squad. And a lot of people said he was the leader of that team, even as a freshman. And I think that's going to be the case for him in the pros. He's one of those guys who just has that natural leadership instinct. He's tough, he plays strong, plays hard every single night.
Here's Henderson, following the score by New Orleans. And Charlotte again with the bucket. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Makes the alley-oop pass. Aminu misses. And Steve, you touched on Kid Gilchrist's leadership qualities. He helped kick off a breakfast club at Kentucky for players that came in early to lift weights and work on their games.
Yeah, perhaps inspired in part by those championship Bulls teams of the 90s. That was their tradition. And Kid Gilchrist, a guy who I think will continue to find success at the NBA level, in part because he's a guy who understands the value of work and leadership.
That's grace over power, guys. With that finger roll, gets him 2 points. Impressive stuff.
Henderson kicks to Haywood. Pass to Sessions. There's a screen. Feeds to Kid Gilchrist. He dishes it to Sessions. Pocket 6. Over Smoove. Again, the Bobcats score.
Well, they've really picked up the intensity here since halftime.
I think they got the pep talk in both teams now, really going after each other.
Outside Gordon. Dishes to Aminu. Pass to Smoove. He's covered by Sessions. He kicks to Aminu. Kicks to Gordon. Shoots over Henderson. That's Biombo with the rebound.
You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
And Sessions kicks to Kid Gilchrist. No luck.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound. He got it done.
Here's Smoove. He has 6. Here's Anderson. It's Biombo with the rebound. Biombo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Sessions. 8 points for him. Haywood with a screen on Gordon. Here's Henderson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Smoove. Takes it out with both hands and rips it down.
We see more and more point guards with that kind of impressive dunking ability, don't we?
Absolutely. We're seeing more and more of that kind of explosiveness. In fact, the point guard now has never been as prominent and as important, I think, in the game than it is right now.
Some of that is the rule changes, guys. No hand checks. The floor is more spread. But yeah, this new breed of athletic point guards, so exciting.
And the Bobcats call time here. Big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alvin Lopez is checked in for Davis. Jason Smith comes in for Ryan Anderson. Vasquez, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Rivers in for Smoove. And the Bobcats with a new group in. Myron Mullins is checked in for Haywood. Thomas comes in for Biombo. Then Gordon's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Kemba Walker in for Sessions. Shot's good by Walker.
You know, Kevin, they were a step late on their defensive rotation, and that helped them get right to the rim.
Lopez, a screen on Gordon. Vasquez, that's good. Vasquez has got 8.
Not much resistance for him after that pick, Kevin. I mean, he had all sorts of space to hit the shot.
Walker the pass to Mullins. Walker. The stupendous finish in traffic. 6 points for him. The Hornets have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Here is Vasquez, defended by Gordon. Here is Vasquez. 8 points for him. Poke loose. Here's Smith. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Soft defense right there. Way too soft.
Walker with it. Outside Gordon. Back to Walker. And now here comes Vasquez leading the break. And that one's good. Vasquez has got 10. Bobcats trailed by 4. Now here's Walker. He has 6. And the foul called on Vasquez. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. Walker's got space. The offensive rebound.
A tight game here, and neither team has been able to gain an upper hand on the backboard.
Well, both teams really getting after it inside. It's been an interesting battle.
Pass to Smoove. There's the dish to Aminu. Passes it to Mason. Stolen by Walker. Mason against Gordon. Back to Walker. Gets the bucket. Walker's got 6 here in this quarter.
Again, they attack the hoop from the lane, and it's been really good to them.
Yeah, they're getting whatever they want down there. That's 4 of their last 5 buckets coming in the paint area.
Now, here's Aminu. 6 points for him. The pass to Mason. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Smoove. Smoove's got 11 points.
Just adds to what has already been a great day for him.
Bobcats trailed by 5. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. Now Walker, he's got 8. Here's Thomas. And the rebound goes to Roger Mason. The Hornets shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Here's Smoove. He's guarded by Thomas. And here's Aminu. 6 to shoot. Anderson, defended by Gordon. Releases. Shot is off. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. He feeds it to Mullins. 17-foot shot on the way. Good. Mullins got 6. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Yeah, that's the right move. Get a good possession here, play defense, and get one more opportunity to score.
Now, here's Aminu. Defense is right there. Gordon against Anderson. And the basket by Gordon.
Boy, they've been getting a lot of their points on those mid-range jumpers.
Yeah, that's a shot that can come and go. Not an easy shot, but they're doing a nice job knocking them down.
Here's Smoove. He's got 11. Now the feed to Anderson. Drills the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
Boy, such a great touch. And with his size, I mean, he can go anywhere he wants offensively.
Here's Gordon. And that's not going to go. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hornets lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Fourth quarter getting going here. It's time for the Sprite Uncontainable Games. Doris Burke at the report. Hi, Doris.
Thanks, Kevin. And it's the Hornets with the Uncontainable Game Award for the offensive stretch they put together. Their second quarter looks to be the difference right now as they turn things on and put together that huge run. Now, it seems like it's enough to get them the win.
Doris, thank you. That was quite a run they had. Quite exemplary of what we think of when we think about that turning point. Definitely a Sprite Uncontainable Game moment.
Yeah, you won't get any argument from me, Kevin. It was as big a factor in this game as anything. You know, when a team builds up that much momentum, it just becomes so hard to turn the tide back around.
Yeah, Steve, they just kept the throttle down. They sensed an area of weakness and then just continued to exploit it, never letting up.
Manning the backcourt, it's Rivers and Gordon. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Ryan Anderson, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Gordon. Bobcats with the rebound. Haywood's got 7 rebounds in the game. Sessions against Rivers. Biombo kicks to Walker. He passes to Biombo. Back to Walker. Feeds it to Sessions. He dishes it to Haywood. Dishes it to Walker. Kicks to Sessions. Back to Walker. Eric Gordon grabs the board. Out to Sessions. Walker. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. That's good.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
Here's Rivers. Outside Gordon. Shoots off the step back. He squares up and sinks it.
And what I love about him, Kevin, is the supreme confidence he has at the offensive end of the floor. he just seems to want the big shot with the game on the line.
And quite honestly, I think his finishing ability sets him apart as well. He's more than comfortable attacking the heart of the defense and finishing over it. He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Yeah, the fans not agreeing with the call there.
Well, that's one way to get a reaction from the fans, guys.
Davis is checked in for the Hornets. Smoove comes in for Ryan Anderson. Kid Gilchrist is checked in for the Bobcats. Here's Smoove. Up top, Rivers. Over Sessions. A nice shot by Rivers. And the Hornets lead by 4.
And this continues to be a shootout.
Boy, I'm a fan as well as a commentator, and I love this fast-paced action. I mean, it's going back and forth, back and forth.
Sessions. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Shot seems to be a little awry today, just off a fraction. They got to have him pick it up, though, and soon.
And Davis pulls it down.
I don't think it's possible to make a better pass than that, guys.
And he finished so well, Clark, too. Not too shabby on that jam.
Not bad at all.
And it takes perfect timing to pull off that alley-oop, but these two guys seem to have that synergy between each other.
Here's Sessions, following the basket by Anthony Davis. And good on the basket. Book it.
And that's 6 straight points now, guys, coming on the inside.
Yeah, taking it right at him. This is a great effort we're seeing.
Davis with a screen on Walker. Uses the drop step. He kicks it to Davis. And he finishes nicely on the way. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
This defense is porous right now. I mean, way too many looks coming from inside the paint.
Now, it's 4 straight buckets now in the paint, and anybody in the NBA is going to make shots from there.
Now, here is Haywood. The dish to Aminu. Pass to Smoove. Shot's good. And it's an 8-point Hornet lead. The Bobcats have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Walker dishes to Henderson. Walker. Passes it to Sessions. Easy shot. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
He's laboring out there right now, guys. The shot has not been falling for him this quarter.
Here's Smoove. Makes the lead pass. Here's Davis, and it's good on the layup. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Well, trying times for Eric Gordon last season. Traded to the Hornets for Chris Paul, and then in the first game of the season injured his knee. Ended up getting surgery in February. Missed a lot of time. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this season.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Mike Dunlap said to the team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
And thank you, Doris. Now here's Sessions. There's the pass to Walker. From the arc. Here's Kid Gilchrist. The second chance bucket is good. Gordon with it. And Steve, I think for Gordon, it came out that the knee injury may have preceded the trade. Cartilage damage. That was what ended up requiring the surgery.
And the really powerfully built leapers in the NBA can suffer damage to their knees. It's a demanding game. It puts a lot of torque and pressure on the knee joint. Gordon has trimmed some of the baby fat since joining the NBA, but he's still one of the strongest guards in the league, and he has to be mindful of how much weight he's carrying.
And it's the Bobcats with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. Here's Walker. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Smoove. Good on the shot. And it's a 12-point Hornet lead.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and You got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Kid Gilchrist sets the pick for Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Over Gordon. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 10 points here in the second half.
Oh, a nice little trend developing here, fellas. I mean, that's 8 of their last 10 from inside the paint.
Yeah, they're getting high percentage looks down there. Their offense is really clicking. I don't see why they wouldn't just continue to pound the ball inside.
And, you know, despite the number of turnovers, Kevin, they've still got the lead here.
Well, eventually, guys, you know those mistakes will come back and haunt you, so they've got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball.
Now, here's Walker. Now here's Henderson. Fires at the elbow. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
No question about it, guys. He's been one of their best performers today.
The Hornets leading by 8. Outside Gordon. He feeds it to Anderson. Back to Gordon. And it's blocked by Haywood. Here's Walker. The Hornets pull it in. Aminu's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Smoove, guarded by Walker. The feed now to Davis. Aminu. Down goes the slam.
Not stopping. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
Here's Walker. The Hornets making the shot. He passes to Henderson. All alone. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. The Hornets leading by 8. And out of bounds as the Bobcats gain possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that